Okay, so in video 2, we are going to be changing alignment and spacing and changing the margin settings. So before we do that, I want to go through because I did screw up and choose the wrong text effect. So let's go and select line 1 again, and I'm going to choose this one, the third one, instead of the second one. Okay, so when we change something in the end, it will still look very similar to what your end result is. So with the alignment and spacing, I think this is really important. This is all in this section right here. So keep that in mind. A lot of students forget because we don't do it too often where this stuff is. So with your alignment, if you hold your cursor over this, you should know by default we're always aligning left. Here's center, here's right alignment, and not too many people ever use justify. That's usually in like newspapers, magazines, newsletters, where everything's kind of stretched across so it's even on the left and even on the right. We are going to do that now. You can click anywhere in this first paragraph. So after our heading and subheading, this entire paragraph, if we click in there and choose justify, it by default will justify the entire paragraph. And now you can see for the most part, it's pretty even on both the left and right. With the paragraph, the insertion point still in the paragraph, this is our line spacing button. So I'm going to go to my line spacing button, and the next thing I need to do is instead of 1, I'm going to make just paragraph 1 1.5. Kind of a little trick. Say I do not want to, sometimes hitting return, that is way too much space there. I just need a little bit of space above and below this first paragraph without hitting enter because that's too much. So I'm going to create just a little bit of extra spacing around. So anywhere in the first paragraph, once again, go to our line spacing button and we're going to go down to line spacing options. And notice right here in the spacing section, we have a before and after, and we are on still our paragraph. So I'm going to click the arrow up once to 6 point and after to 6 point. So before and after, I have a little bit extra space now. So when I click OK, right there, it's not quite as much as a return, but it's still creating that spacing, showing a difference there with the rest of the document. All right, so now we're going to do some editing with the margins. By default, let's first go to our layout tab, which margins are on. By default, yours might be different than mine. I just want you to go through so you can understand exactly what common ones are. Let's go to narrow margins, which are all 0.5. So narrow means the skinnier the margin, the more your content spreads out. Let's choose margin again and go to wide. So again, if I hold my cursor, the margins say top and bottom are 1, left and right are 2 inches. And you can see at my ruler, the margin is 2 inches. Nothing can go in there. At the top, it's 1 inch. Just to make sure, let's go back to normal, 1 on all sides. Just to make sure, we are going to do it this way, and I know you will do this in your assignment as well. I want you guys on this document to end up with normal, 1, 1, 1, 1. But on the assignment, I know you are going to customize your margins. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Click the margin button all the way at the bottom, custom margins. And you are going to be changing your left and right to 1.2. You do not have to do this. I'm just showing you. And then that will apply just a little bit more extra space in the margins on the left and right. I'm going to cancel. And that is how we do the spacing and margins. Go ahead and Command S to quick save, and we're done with video 2.